Yeah. Like, what did I do wrong to you today, bro? Because your chin is not around the back of my neck. This is Ted, and I'm Marcus from Mumford Sons, and today on MuchMusic, we're going to be giving some tips.
Some most unwelcome advice.
Here we go.
So you guys have a song called Truth. Tips on how to tell a good lie.
Oh, wow. Have you got any tips on lying?
I think the key to a good lie is to try and remember it, because someone's probably going to call you up in the future and reference it. You need to have a very, very fleshed out story with possible corroboration from other people. So for example, if someone said, "Where were you last Thursday?" and you're going to say, "I was at Jimmy's house," you got to let Jimmy know that's the story. Otherwise it's never going to fly.
Otherwise, Jimmy's going to f*** you up.
Yeah, all they got to do is call Jimmy and say, "Was Ted at your house last Thursday?"
Yeah.
And it might be a no from Jimmy.
Legal mind.
You're done.
Legal mind.
You've got to think these things through, haven't you?
Absolutely brilliant.
You sound like you've done this before.
Absolutely. Absolutely not.
Jimmy on the phone again.
Jimmy, I'm at your house. Oh, what a handsome man. Isn't he just the most magical guy?
Really long hair.
You see what I mean about the elfin thing?
That's when Dave Cobb was shooting Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, season 2, I think. Tips on finding the right producer. For us, it's always started with a conversation. And our first couple conversations with Dave, he had a real creative vision for what our record should sound like. And we just aligned straight away. And then there's points where, of course, you'll disagree, but you can refer back to an original sort of statement of intent.
When we cut Where It Belongs, it was exactly the thing that we said we were going to do. It was just us live in a room, the band, some nice microphones, a great song, and that was kind of our statement of intent that we set with the elf man.
Yeah, do you know what's key to the good bromance? Is making sure that your chin kind of gets a good way over the shoulder of the hugger recipient.
It's key.
Right, because like,
It's very important.
we're all in the post-COVID reality. We all kind of hug like this these days, which is a very kind of Hollywood hug, because you're protecting your makeup, right? But like, for a bromance, you just got to get in the shoulders, you know? It's like, right, I would show, no.
Look,
we're doing it here. Look how his chin, look how his chin is positioned right round the back of my shoulder, like almost on my neck. I'd say that's absolutely key. And then, aftershave, lads. If I was really stinky right then, there's no way his chin would be that far.
I wouldn't have my
across
eyes
shoulder.
closed with joy.
He wouldn't have his eyes closed. He'd be
I'd be
trying
like-
he'd be Hollywood hugging me.
I would also like to draw your attention to my arm. You don't just hug with your hands, you hug with your whole body. You can use your forearms, you can use your
People
you know,
forget this, and it's really
It's
important.
important. That's good. That's
It's
a
a
good one.
textbook bro hug, that one.
Very pleased with this hug.
Oh, wow.
Look at that bling.
I mean, don't buy these rings for a start. Look at them.
They're just cartoon rings.
Disgrace.
They're not going to last. The rigors of a long-term relationship.
Find someone you want to be married to. Step 1.
Marry that Step 2. Step 3. Try not to it up.
You're not married though. Don't take marital advice from people that aren't married, or most people that are married.
Indeed.
Writing a good set list. Our first ever tour manager used to talk about it like it was a roller coaster ride. It's just like whatever goes up must come down, etc. We like to surprise ourselves every night and do something slightly different to keep us on our toes. Because what we'll find sometimes is we'll play a show and we'll come off stage and be like, that set list was great. And if we try and repeat the set list the next night, because it was great, it's a completely different room, completely different collection of human beings. And for some reason, the same set list might not work.
So do you do that ahead of time, or is that an on-stage
Yeah,
decision?
our touring crew will tell you we always do it too late.
And then we change it.
And then we change it. Wow.
Do you remember our first ever billboard in London? And Sign No More was about to come out, and we had an amazing guy with us, Pete Rowe. And it was our first billboard, and we were having a moment of perhaps slight, we were feeling a little proud, I think.
Hubris.
Excellent. And in order to completely alleviate us of that experience, Pete Rowe jumped out with a Sharpie and drew a big penis on the Sign No More billboard.
Did he?
He defaced it there and then.
It's very infantile behaviour.
It was. I mean, we were children at the time, so it was acceptable. My advice on defacing things, I mean, if it's not comical, you probably shouldn't do it. If it's mean, it should either be an affirmation, an endorsement, or something really funny. Throw the marker and vanish, that's the idea. Yeah.
He's actually Banksy. Which we should have told you. Oh, it's a secret, wasn't it? Oh, I'm so sorry.
What's the secret?
Love your work. We're Mumford Sons, it's MuchMusic. Those are our tips. Got a new album coming out, it's called Rushmere. You can listen to it if you like. You really don't have to.
Do you have any tips on how to get blood off the page?
Oh, wow.
Key is not to get it on there in the first place.
Just leave it there, just leave it there. Beautiful.